Hello, I'm Eric Sfiligoj, editor at CropLife magazine here at the 2022 Tech Hub Live event in Indianapolis. And my guest is Brent Wiesenburger from Agtegra Cooperative in South Dakota, correct?
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Brett, if you could tell our audience and our listeners a little bit about yourself and how long you've been with Agtegra. I think you go back to the days when it was South Dakota Wheat, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. South Dakota Wheat Growers. Been there 28 years, actually. So a long career. I've been Director of Ag Technology Services for our cooperative basically my whole career. So cut my teeth in the application space, started as an applicator. I variable rated our first field at South Dakota Wheat Growers back in the day. Made the machine variable rate capable, so know everything from that side of it all the way to where we're at today. Pretty proud to say our agronomy team generated 1.13 million acres of variable rate scripts this year for our producers. So pretty big force.
Very impressive. So again, as I said, we're here at Tech Hub Live, and we've been here for most of the morning. You've been around for, we've been about 5-6 hours now. What are some of the key takeaways you've had from the show thus far?
For one, it's great to get back out and network with individuals. I think I've heard that pretty common this morning. All these companies here, they all do a great job, and we can, by networking with other individuals from retailers, we can understand, what's working, what's not, some of the challenges with the technology. So I think that's important. One other big key thing that I'm seeing here is some new sensors showing up in the market. And when I think
for what?
Like soil testing.
Oh, soil testing. Okay.
Some of the ground soil sensors or on-demand sensors. And I feel like our business, we've reached a point where it's hard to scale any bigger than where we're at without some automated decision tools or on-demand decision tools. And I think moving forward, that's going to be an area that we need to focus on.
Okay. Can you get a little more detail on that? Because again, one of the questions I wanted to ask you has been 28 years. Events like this 28 years ago versus now, I mean, how do they compare and what some of the key differences are? But if you wanted to talk about that.
When I talk about scalability, I think everything's about logistics, right? And getting work done. So when you think of generating scripts on the amount of acres that we do, it requires a soil test. And when you take a single geographic point and take a field from into a variable rate position, right? Now we have to take many more soil tests from that. So we need the labor to get all that work done. The soil labs have to process that much more soil, and everything gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and the windows close up on, so we can't get work done. So automating some of that with on-demand tools to take some of the time out of this is very important for everybody.
And I'm guessing, based on what you're saying, then that this is an area for the grower customer that has become critically important recently versus what we've seen in the past, correct?
Yeah, with input prices where they're at, reverberating is more important than it's ever been. Reducing expenses in parts of the field that are underperforming, that have never performed. Invest in those in areas that are your true performing return on investment areas. We see our business growing year over year, probably that 10 to 15% in our management zone acres. So, it's just going to get more important. And finding applicators to run the equipment is more challenging. And, so the autonomy part of this is also very important to our business. So, exciting things happening.
Well, and again, your company has a long history. I know you're actually wearing the shirt with the MZB logo on it. Long history in ag technology, precision ag. Tell us a little bit more about what Agtegra is doing, what historically you've done in this space, and how you've actually changed the business over the course of those, like you say, you're 28 years.
Very fortunate to work for a company that has a progressive board of directors. And back in 2010, we were working with MZB Technologies, and we saw they needed to grow, right? And they weren't growing as fast as we needed them to. So our board of directors, we made the decision to outright buy that company and scale it to where we needed it to be to accommodate our growers and their growing needs. So Yeah, over the years, we've grown that business. In 2017, we actually brought some partners in to the group. So CDA, Landis Cooperative, Winfield came in as partners. We're still majority owner, but they came in as partners in that business. So allowed us to expand it across many more. So it's been a great profit.
It's interesting you mentioned partners and partnerships because, I know that at this event, I've been asking people about key takeaways and what they're hearing or what they're hoping to accomplish while they're here at Tech Hub Live. That need for partnership, looking for the correct partners, trying to cultivate new partners. That's come up from everybody I've talked to. So again, you're actually Agtegra is also seeing this trend in action.
Absolutely. The bringing just get some more scalability across more acres, get other ideas on how to grow the business or other areas that we need to be focused on. So I think it's important to look outside of your footprint that I'm in, right? Understand other geographies.
Okay. What about when you consider the space ag technology? Of course, that's what we're here talking about. What are some of the key challenges that are facing the marketplace right now, and how are you hoping that the market, that maybe some of the information you find here or the takeaways from here, products you see here, can help in those efforts to overcome those challenges?
I really think for years we've been talking about connectivity and decision-making tools, and I still feel the industry has a long ways to go. I thought we were heading in the right direction. It felt like it, and I feel like we've started to fragment a little bit, and it feels like some of the major companies are starting to stand up and put their guards up and not want to share information as openly as they did in the past. And I feel like ag retail, we need to advocate for our position on this and for the growers to make all this information flow easily, slowly, and we can take all this stuff to the next step.
But does that message need to come from the ag retailers, or do you need the grower customers to get involved as well to get that point across?
Absolutely. I think it's a partnership.
Partnership again.
The grower relies on us as a partner in their operation to help them deliver our technology services, and I think it's on both of us. They got a John Deere customer that's very important to their business. If both of us go to John Deere asking for a solution, odds are they're going to listen. If they go asking for a solution, John Deere is probably going to point a finger at the ag retailer or the solution provider, right? If we're both there in the same room, the fingers can't get pointed. So it's on us to take some ownership of this and help change things.
Okay. All right. Well, then looking forward a little bit, of course, I've been talking to people about their outlook for the ag technology space. Between now and 2025, what would you hope, besides connectivity, of course, which we just talked about, what would you hope to see come out of this area, that would solve some of the problems that we have, or just, offer solutions that will help ultimately the grower customer improve their yield and be better, more profitable operations?
Autonomy is the big one, I believe. Again, back to the labor situation. Growers are facing it just like we are. We have over 100 open positions at Agtegra, but producers are facing the same challenge.
Yeah, well, everyone is labor. Yeah, now I know we've been doing it. You're a member of our CropLife 100. Every year we do that. Labor, by and far, is like the number one issue. And on occasion there'll be something else that comes into the forefront, like supply chain or dicamba coming into the marketplace. But labor is always there. All right. Well, Brett, I thank you very much for joining us for this Fireside chat.